Hey, oh my god, really? I queued into Zichen. Okay. Alright. What's up, YouTube? I'm playing against Zichen, my good friend Zichen Mike. I like his YouTube channel. Um, I was just randomly queuing, and I got Zichen as my opponent. This is my last game at 9 Dan. Actually, yep. Um, This is my last game in 9 Dan. Actually, I've already D-ranked, but I'm still here to see whether I double D-rank or not. So if I beat Zichen here, I get to stay in 8 Dan. And if not, I have to go back to 7 Dan and crawl my way back up. Oh, I played a lot of bad games, and also a few AIs, which tilts you, and then play some bad games. I just played AI last game, but obviously, it's not anyone's fault but mine that I'm D-ranking. It is truly my skill is not able to contend with the 9 Duns yet. This is interesting because this part makes it so that this area is valued lower, but not that much. And still, the pincer is really strong usually. So I think I should just actually take a base. I'm going to take it really quietly because this area is very meaningless. So even though he could spend a move here, it isn't going to be interested in that. Um, Alright, so with this part being strong, probably that justifies a fallback. And I can go and take a territorial answer here. I don't want to get a outside result. So triple Hane or extend back. I would triple Hane. I just triple Haned last game and it worked well, even though my opponent was AI. So surely it'll work well with a human opponent as well. Surely, yeah. This is exactly what the AI did. Very nice, Fizzy Chen. um, I should do something on the upper right. I want a 3-3 invade, but I don't want to handle the consequences. Common feeling, I think. I want a 3-3 invade, though. I think that the consequences are a game which I will brave. So this way it should be okay. This is not like a particularly great or terrible time to do this Joseki, but it makes sense from him that he doesn't want to pass things over easily. So since I'm very defensive here, I don't really want to build. I'd rather invade. It seems like if I do this and he just accepts, then it's nothing. So I'm going to go invade right away. And it seems like since I'm defensive, if he runs, then this is meaningless as well. So I could jump or extend or Hane. I think I like jump here because of this shoulder hit. So I was thinking here I could shoulder hit and then Hane. And so here I can jump. That's what I was thinking at least. Yeah. Huh. I didn't think he would do that because I can split now. So now I could just jump down and save that. stone, and then that would actually make this a real threat too, right? So this must be very good for white. He's gonna cut, but then I'm gonna save this stone, and then I'm gonna cut. So this is valuable. I could have saved this stone first. I just insta-split the shape, because splitting shape is good. But let's go and save this stone now. Make sure I get that one in. So here, if he runs it out and does that, then I can go here and then Atari and net. Is that good? Yes. So this will capture that one stone. So I'll do that. I guess I could Atari here first. I think I'll Atari here. Oh. Isn't it wrong? Just extend. Do that first or Atari first? You have to Atari first, right? And then let's attach. Yeah, we want to run out and use the value that we have there. So if I extend back, then I have cut, and if he answers that with the extend up, I guess I could literally cut. I think the extend back is the right choice. Interesting. So now I have cut and I have Hane, but he's very strong now. So I should cut, I think. It's a little slow often, but in this case it should be the most valuable, because his diagonal here would be really strong if I don't cut now. So that diagonal is already stopped, so I could ignore now, and then if he eats these stones and eats them, and then tries to kill me later, I could extend here, or if he does that, I could play here. So I mean, I would be alive, but it's really big territory. I don't know, I think this is biggest territory move, anyway. This one is like the next biggest, I agree, but it doesn't seem like it was as big because this part was small, right? The whole same reasoning as before. I will push up now. This part is quite awkward for black. Interesting move. After Hane, I plan to cut and then extend here. This move is quite passive, but at the same time, I didn't think that those other exchanges were good in every case. Like, often they could use them. Alright, so here I was going to cut and extend. Let's recheck that, make sure that's viable. Because actually, after cut already, he doesn't have a ladder, is that right? He does not have a ladder now because of this. Because I captured here is no ladder breaker. So I could instantly play on this side. And then when he extends, I will run out Ulcer. Interesting. Yeah, normally we should answer that somehow. Let me do it the standard. I'm not going to be very innovative. Yeah, I was expecting he might do that. But now this Hane must be right. And now, this is the hard part. Can I attach? After attach, I would have to extend. And then that wouldn't be very meaningful. Can I diagonal? After push and cut, I have to extend. It's also not very meaningful. So I'm going to just jump and allow the nice split from black and sort of wait on that. But this is a little awkward. Think then attach here. I should have attached here first maybe. But after just attach here, then he would have jumped. So it's understandable to do it this way, but it's not clearly better. And then I wanted to play a Hane. But actually, he could cut that very aggressively. No, he can't. Not that aggressively. So that's Hane. That's the understandable way. That makes sense. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely right. Frustrating to just Hane here. There should be something better, but couldn't find it. Yeah, most moves, I'm thinking of like most of the same options that everyone is. It's not totally different. So at what timing is the right timing to exchange this? Is it now? It should be now. Because if he's gonna do it like that, it's better that I wait. Now actually it's kind of awkward, isn't it? Maybe. Uh-oh. I messed up. I messed up. I should have done this first before. No, I don't know if I messed up. It's just as hard. Should I steal it away and then do that and then press the whole group? And give up that one stone? Yes. So I have two choices. I can run a splitting attack, or well, maybe I don't have two choices. I was gonna say a defensive attack, but it doesn't really make sense, does it? Or does it? I think I should definitely prioritize this movement over the other movement. And then cover. And he's gonna push and cut, and I'm gonna play here. Will I? Interesting. So blocking here is the most valuable, right? Because when he does that, then it's covered. I could have taken this, but it's overplay, right? Probably. And then attack this. Is that good? Gonna just fix the ladder. This was obviously very valuable, because now I should answer. But when I answer, I'm quite thick, right? So I can run this way, approximately. I could attach actually that way. Attach and double hunt, attach and extend. I can run this way. It's actually really valuable. Let me attach this way. Just connecting to live would be kind of unfortunate. To let him control the outside. Interesting. He asked to kill the one stone to save. For now, I wouldn't kill it anyway, right? So I should leave that. Should I? I should. That's not valuable. Is punished. But how punished can it be? It's just Hane. Like peep now? Extend now? Let him cut? He's definitely going to connect here. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just hoping. Okay, so he answers that. Then I can play to endgame over there. I can play. I should play to this at this point. Now that we're in proper endgame, right? Rather than playing this area. I don't know, this area looks valuable too. But it's hard to control for him with one step, so I'm gonna take this. Oh, interesting. I was thinking about this attach earlier. It looks like it's a good time for it. But maybe not. Maybe I need to just push and cut like a normal human. It's just, I thought push and cut would get compressed. I think it's his plan. It's actually pretty awkward. It's a great move. Yes, Hane's correct. I agree. So just cut is actually possible. I can also turn first. Let him answer that. But I think just cut first. Now I could turn, and then he Ataris. No, it's not good. Let's just play outside. Now pushing cuts should be good. It was pretty, but I don't know if it's good, honestly. I would like to save this group without too much fanfare. Do I just have to go back and put it? that's sad. I could have pushed out, obviously, but this move is coming anyway. So then the push out makes a lot less sense. But probably it still would make sense. Probably I should have pushed out. I don't know. There were some like weaknesses and I was worried. If I extend here, then I can Hane and extend only. Compared to getting surrounded, it's no big deal to get surrounded. He's gonna play here. It's dangerous. No, I'm gonna be fine. I have a life. I have a life. He's only doing this because he's behind, by the way. I have 6. I think he's only doing it because he's behind. That's a great move. I may get in a lot of trouble right now. I had to save the ladder, and that means I'm gonna lose these stones. And then that means I'm gonna have to save this group as well, which is very stupid. If I go here, no, I think I need to save this group first before I start messing around there. I have to connect, but he fixes his thing. Is he now winning? I think he might now be winning. That would make sense to me. I can only connect here. Or cut here is what I meant to say. I can only cut here. Ah, but I could exchange this. I can exchange... I shouldn't exchange it though, right? It doesn't actually help me block much more. Let's cut first. It's my best Tsuji. I think Atari once is good. I'm not sure. But since this Atari is like on the board as well, it seems good to take it. This move is sad now, but I don't know if I could have skipped it when it happened. So now I can capture or I can block here. So the two valuable spots. I think capture is the more valuable one. It's not clear to me exactly how this endgame was supposed to be done, but I did it this way. Because I read that here he has no follow-up. to the top side, so I thought that must be good enough for me. But yeah, I think that black now wins. Black has a lot of territory, and with this, it seems like it's enough. Yeah, I couldn't endure the cut and just go in this far and break that part. It's not big enough. It doesn't feel like it's big enough, at least. This is interesting, because I could block or play here, right? At this timing, he hasn't exchanged that yet, so this block actually has a follow-up that's quite large. When I go here... This is just 4-point Gote. I think this one is bigger than 4-point Gote. There's a lot of follow-up to reduce this part as well, you know? And then turn here should be the biggest over this. Let's think. Is it? Turn here, and then I could do this and go in. It's a lot of production and a lot of targeting as well. I think that's got to be bigger. Yeah. And then I can go here. Now this is the biggest. Okay, I think I played that endgame correctly, but I should still lose. If only I had just seen that, 5 seconds earlier before my gasp. Would have been a lot better. Would have been a lot better. This is a 1-point reverse sente. I'm gonna do this one. Creates a lot of go threats at the same time as it has some potential value. And a lot of Aji actually, because when I block here, this is a 2-point reverse sente, which is valuable by itself, but it also makes it so that some block over here would be sente, which means just a little bit. It means that this point is more likely to be mine. So we decided to go ahead and take that. It makes sense. I guess I can push here. Is this one? It is bigger. This one is bigger than a 1-point reverse sente, because there's some white territory there too. So I had to endure this. And that. The block here should be this one. If I'm gonna block, it ends up being 1-point corridor move. It's really small. This is a 2-pointer. This one is actually really big. Yeah, this one is... Because I lived here already, that one's a lot bigger than it looks. So I should play here now. Is that bigger than two-pointer? He's talking about how he can throw in and Atari, and then when I connect, he has a ko. Interesting. Or he could just Atari directly and capture the 1 point. Ah, I don't know about that. These two are Miai as well. So now he wants to throw in and then Atari directly. But then I could just answer. So this one is smaller than 2 points. But he doesn't care. He's just knows the end game is over. He's counted, I'm sure. Black is probably leading by quite a bit from this. Oh, what a shame. That Hane was a great move by Zichen. One that I should have expected, of course, but... So it goes. Let's just connect. Oh, there was a point there. Zichen's right. I don't know. I think the game is not close. I should just resign, but let's ask for counting. Did you win any games? Yeah, I won 2 games. If I had won this game, then I would have gone to 8-done. I actually won my first 2 games, and then I got into this major slump, and I didn't stop playing. So, yeah, recently I got out of the slump a little bit, but clearly not enough to beat Zichen. That was a good game. Let's go review it. I also played a few games against Buduk Doctor ranked, which I didn't record because I actually played them while I was in a lesson with a student and talked about it with the student. Talked about how it was getting beat. Okay, let's turn this stuff off. The score was 17.5. Very silly. I just, I died. I died and I kept playing that game. Okay, game went like this. I believe that at this point it's good for white. Even though black can capture there. I believe at this point it's very good for white. And I mean, maybe I'm crazy, but how could white be losing here? At this point it seems like it should be white plus 7. And I think I did it all perfectly. Yeah, it's white plus 7. Now here I don't have to cut, and after I cut and he answers like this, I don't have to answer again. Maybe it was better to play the move on the left side and let him capture and then Tanuki again. Yeah. Basically, I was thinking about this position, and I knew that I could do it. I knew that I could play away. But I didn't know that I should, whether I should or not. I think it would have been better. I think it would have been better in the game. But okay, fight continued like that. And it seemed like I won that fight on the top side to some extent. And it seemed like I was winning this fight here too. When I went like this. I felt like I was doing it all very, very well, honestly. I purposely chose to put the left side group in that trouble to give him trouble as well. And I could have pushed at this moment. But that would have been weird too, right? A little bit. It seems to me like white should be totally crushing this game. White plus 9. Maybe I could have done a bit better. Like at this point, the order of moves is really awkward. Here, I thought I should do this first just to get the Panuki because I thought he maybe shouldn't answer. And then I was thinking about exchanging these moves first and then trying to get this later. but it would just be worse. Definitely getting this move first is good. The reading, by the way, is obviously that this push happens, and then now I would get cut and capture raced. So I thought that I should. You know, I can't play like this either. I'm going to get capture raced. So I thought that I should exchange it first. It's probably... I think this was the right way to handle it. I think this was all smart. Maybe honestly the Hane originally was not, the triple Hane in the center is not that smart, but at this point, I could have just let him connect and then been safer with my own group, but I chose not to on purpose because, like I can play here and play like this and let him connect somehow, but I didn't want to do it. Actually, I could have done it. I didn't want to do it because I wanted to put more pressure on these two, and I thought it was like real that I could attack that group, which it kind of was. He spent a full move and then I was safe. Get away. Yeah, this G9 turn felt off to give, but actually it's really nice to get these couple Sente moves, like to actually fill in the Liberty. So I don't think it was off. And extending here, I think that was good. I think at this point, if I had just peeped and then done this, then I win. I think the game should be like pretty over. I did it this way, and then that made it like a little less over, but still I should win. I mean, still the game is clean. And here I did this whole sequence. And honestly, that sequence was good enough. I should win the game, right? I guess here I could cut first. I thought about cutting first, but I didn't really respect the eye that I can get from it. I didn't respect the eye enough, that is. I knew the eye existed, but I didn't respect it enough. Yeah, if I cut first in the game... Oh, it's already okay for black? So this cutting was not the best way to use that Aji, huh? At this point, there were other ways. It's true. But it's so hard. It's so hard to apply the pressure to his group on the bottom side, on the bottom right, properly. This move is defensive as hell. And then if I just answer here, probably he's already doing fine. Yeah, somehow this fight turned bad. After I did this one, I should have taken this, I guess. I just didn't expect this to be a good move. And then afterwards, I definitely misplayed it. I should have done this one. I should have just netted, because then the wedge is much more effective. Here, I can show you the variations I was reading about the wedge. I was reading like here, this stuff. Here, you can see that actually black is in big trouble in this case. There's a ladder and a net potential, so he couldn't easily handle this area, and it's not like there's some way to skip the variations. It's like something like that will happen. So I should have definitely done this one rather than this attach. This attach was wrong direction. This group was in much more trouble than I thought it would be. And then having to go through here and give him that and take here. That was clearly very wrong. Yes, clearly. But I don't know what to do. And then obviously from here, when I ignore and then he pushes through and does all this, if he has this Hane, it's over. You can't play it. Hane and black is winning. And I don't think I have any way to deny that Hane, he's just winning. So yeah, this part was just really strong by Zichen. I guess I could do other things here, but it's so tragic to be like, I give up. Like, come on. So let's see. Yeah, this was good for me. I was fighting it well. I can Atari here. I forgot about Atari here. Atari here disables the ladder, but I just totally forgot that that even can happen. I just took the split shape right away. So that was a big mistake, actually. And then he ran it out here because he didn't read my net. I should go for the net directly. It's hard to know this kind of thing because he can break it out and then I can't get the Atari anymore. It's just a totally different fight, right? Not better or worse, but different. So if I'm going to get this kind of trading, I don't know that that's better. So I just took the safe way when I did this to be clearly ahead. But I should press more, maybe. Alright, I did this saving, which is good, and I cut, which is good, and then at this point, should I play away? No. It was better not to. I could just jump. Just jump covers this area. It feels so passive, but I should do that, actually. Wow. This jump is not just for safety, it's the best move, because this area is actually weak, and you can see it still wants to invade here. This is all about doing this stuff and then playing on this side. Yeah, I see. And still, after you jump, the invasion is still somewhat weak, so that's why jump is valuable. Okay, okay, that makes sense, actually. So I did it like this, did it the right way, yeah, uninnovative. And here I was not sure, so this is what I was reading. I was reading up through here, and then I did not check whether I could extend. I only checked the inside stuff, and I realized that the inside stuff I'm actually getting squeezed, and it's not good. But I could continue to fight, so I should have read this more seriously for the outside possibility. And then if I realized, oh, I can get this in Sente and come back, this is not squeezed. This is actually like black is compressed. I see. That's great, actually. This is really a great learning experience because I read it and I was thinking at a higher level than I used to think, but it still wasn't a high enough level. Here, this push and cut, I was not sure about how I could handle it. Is this ladder working? So the white stone is there. Aha, the ladder is working for white. Oh, it's just barely working. Then that would make it so that that was possible. That is totally understandable. He could play here, but then I'm gonna descend or something. Apparently the diagonal is better than descend here. It's hard to know. But okay, in the actual game, I got in some trouble in comparison, but I still didn't give up, and I played quite harshly. I think I played well, and he played it well. Yeah. This is a really good sequence for white. This is really smart. And I didn't really understand what I was doing until this point, and I realized now, like, I can do the aggressive, give it up, and then still anyway, there's something, right? This is a moment where I could push. This one looks really weird to me, because you can surround this, but you can die here. But this push is the meaning. It's all about making a spinning attack and just running this group out casually. I thought I can directly surround, so I should go and directly surround. But this push was actually possible for me. Wedge first. I don't really understand wedge first. Here, I thought that this one gives him a potential living shape. But not really. So this was actually a big difference then. Oh my goodness. Huge difference in the game. I thought here that this helped his life and death. It makes it so that this one is Sente. So that kind of helps his life and death, but not really, because he can't make a other eye over here. So that was actually really dumb what I did later. I totally didn't think it through, and this would have been a much better move. This is smart. Yeah, I'm really happy with the way that I played this part. Actually, the peep into the tiger here was really smart. Made it so hard for black. And then if I would just cover and let him go here. This is the move. I knew that there's something about a peep somewhere, but I couldn't think of it, and that was in Biomi. That's in a long time. Yeah, eventually I did have to play it, but that was because I messed up on the right side here. The peeping move. I totally forgot about the peeping move. Yeah. Totally forgot that move. And I played this one as well rather than the descend. It's so stupid. And yeah, I was suggesting this one in the game, but actually this wave is fine. But I have to play here. Oh, it just captures stones. It just saves the group. Why am I trying to save the group by pushing through when I when I have this kind of capture? It's so obvious when I see it. Like, obviously this is so much better. But yeah, the main point is I should have gone after those stones directly. It applies very, very similar pressure. And yeah, I can just win the end game. Ah, what a dumb mistake. Cut there. And then I should even just connect because the push through and give him the split shape is so sad. Wow. And I should even turn here. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. I don't know why I didn't... I couldn't consider turn because it gives him the split. But actually that split is totally okay to give him. Yeah. I just wasn't thinking about area at all here. And then there was this fight, and I mean, it was aggressive of me to not answer, but it was wrong as well. I should certainly be playing away and letting him get this, and then we fight an endgame. But man, what a shame. What a shame. I had a good game against Zichen, but I could not hold it together with this fight on the right side. And is it real that this move is better? It does seem to be real. Actually, this move is clearly better, isn't it? No, not clearly, but it is better. Funny that wedge there was always good. I was thinking the attach could be good in the future, but it's more like just wedge and get the value. Interesting. So the mistakes that I made in this game, let's see. First of all, I got in some trouble in the very opening. Not really. Approach is better than 3-3 here, or just approach this way. I was thinking of just approach this way. I thought this could be dangerous, but it's actually more dangerous for him than me. So just 3-3. Oh, this was actually correct from black. It was a good time. Okay, so if I played low, then the 3-3 is actually not that easy, even though the stone is farther away. It's not so clean. And this was also a mistake, but that's just hard. I don't know how to say for sure that that's a mistake. That's crazy. I was actually thinking about stuff like this in the back of my mind. Like there is possible, but I would not be able to execute it correctly. Anyway, Zichen couldn't execute it correctly, so it was fine. It was good. Yeah, this is a major mistake of mine. So the major mistake one here, I just took the split shape without thinking about the chance to make him heavier, about that. I often take split shape without thinking. Oh, that's my common mistake. Because the next mistake, okay, over here there's some bump. What was it? I didn't take care of that left. So that left group is actually weak and needs support if he's that strong. Yeah, okay. So that's another mistake. And I can clearly understand. And then this attached stuff. So often the problem with this kind of direct, powerful thing is a deeper variation, misunderstanding. And most of the time when I'm misunderstanding them, it's that I'm not seeing my own powerful move later. So I have to like find my Tetsuji to make that kind of attach work. And I have to know that there could be my Tetsuji in the future, so let's check. Let's check whether I can find the aggressive way, and then if I'm going down that kind of aggressive way and solving for both players, then I can actually find the answer for both. And yeah, much improved. And here is actually +8. Is that serious? +4. Brilliant move by me. +4. Okay, I'm happy about that. I like getting 5 extra points compared to the AI eval. But my opponent played a brilliant move later. The AI eval did not appreciate as well, so I guess that's 9 done. That's what you do at 9 done. So this part I had a very slow slide, steady slow slide, because I didn't appreciate this push. I didn't appreciate the idea of just like not surrounding this group on the bottom side being good, because I can keep a more long-term attack. It actually lost a lot of value, right? Like I'm down like 10 points in this sequence. How am I down like 10 points? Jesus. But like there is an attack on the bottom side and on the right side. That's definitely true. But I can't make a punch. So if I can't make a punch, then the correct attacking is to just take care properly of my side. I was thinking like this, or this one I showed you guys, right? This one would have been a better way, actually. I wonder what the point of exchanging wedges all the time. So basically the estimated score that's going down right now is from a idea that I could make a real punch on either of these groups, and I lost that opportunity. Right, I lost some balance of power by doing the wrong method of attacking here. Hard to imagine that this one is so clearly the best move. But I guess this attach is just so nice. There's no way for black to easily play it. Yeah, I would have thought of this one, but wow. This is just really clean because that whole black group is still the target and black way is just saving and keeping control everywhere. And this way the comparison is I lost a lot of control over these other areas. Even though I put the stone here, this stone is actually not that valuable because he didn't have very many valuable ladder breakers. And even if he takes the ladder, then I could even attack the whole thing. Wow. So it was so important to push here. What I didn't like about this push is that later he can give me an empty triangle, but I was just being really silly. I should not care about the empty triangle when he gets a much worse shape. That's not worth concerning about. And obviously, if it goes all the way like this, there's still an attack here as in the game. This is the better way. It gets 1 more point. Yeah. There's real threat, real attack. But it's mostly just that I could keep a winning game. Yeah, this cut was a huge mistake. And the real problem is that I was thinking like any way I use the Aji, I'm using it and I'm getting stones on the outside. He's getting stones on the inside. That must be good. But in fact, that is not necessarily true, and the stones on the outside are horribly placed, which is what happened here. I left behind so many cutting. I actually created cutting points for myself, right? What a shame. And then afterwards, then this, like, I default didn't let him split. Yeah, also a mistake. And I didn't understand the upper left endgame precisely as well. Like, I'll call this a mistake, even though the main mistake is that I didn't realize that he can do the aggressive thing. Like, obviously, I would realize that if I just thought seriously about it. So I guess that's a major point of concern too. This is really inconsistent of me to not realize that that's a huge blunder. But okay, so split shape error, reading error, over here is direction of play error. Over here it was comprehension error, honestly. Just go understanding error. Yeah, I just use Aji for anything rather than keep Aji. That's so stupid. Just understanding error and then split shape error. And then that was enough. I'm lost. I guess I messed up the endgame too somehow. If I lost like a few more points. Cut was not right? Wow. Crazy. Block here is not right. It means that I didn't have to block at all because of the wedge, but I was not sure about that. I guess I should have dared him because I knew I was behind. Yeah, that was kind of stupid to not dare him. But anyway. Hane there, really? I should always look for tricks. Why do I never look for tricks? The trick here is glorious. Like this, and here. Oh, it's not quite working if I exchange that first, so you have to cut first. Oh, it's still not quite working. Oh. But it's still glorious to try. Yeah, I lose. Okay. Few mistakes, some learning. But I like that my games against Yichen. They often go like this, and I have chance and then lose. But lose for a reason that I can improve on, get better. Hope you guys all enjoyed watching. See you next time. I'm now at 7 Dan, so you can check my streams. Twitch.tv/telegraphico will rank quickly back up to 8, I'm sure. And then from 8, hopefully back to 9. Pretty soon. I'll see you there.